homemade olive oil mayonnaise. This may be a little bit controversial because there are a lot of people that say you should never use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, to make mayonnaise because it can be too bitter and too strong for a mayo. But we disagree. If you use a mild extra virgin olive oil that doesn't have a lot of bitterness or pungency, this can absolutely work in a mayonnaise, and we're going to show you how. The most fail-proof way to do it is to use an immersion blender and to have a container that is narrow and tall enough. We want to make sure that the immersion blender is being surrounded on all sides by the rim of whatever container we're using. So narrow and tall, just wide enough to fit the immersion blender in it. As we turn the immersion blender on, it's going to blend everything and suck the olive oil down into it to create that creamy, smooth, emulsified texture. The other thing is that you want to make sure that you are using a room temperature egg. If it's too cold, you won't get the mayo to blend quite right. We're gonna start by adding our egg yolk, lemon juice, water, Dijon mustard into our container and blending that up. We're also going to be adding in a few flavorings to flavor our mayo, a little bit of minced garlic, some tomato concentrate, and some Italian herbs. So we're giving it a little bit of a different flavor. Take our egg, separate it. So separate the yolk from the white. That's good there. We will go ahead and add in our egg yolk. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This is an integral part to making mayonnaise. And then we're going to do about 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Then we'll do about a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of our double concentrated tomato paste. Again, this part is absolutely optional. We are adding it just to give our mayo a little bit of a different flavor. Once you have those first basic ingredients in there, going to go ahead and take our immersion blender. So we're going to stick this in and place it all the way down to the bottom and just blend for about 20 seconds. Once it's blended up, we are going to add in our olive oil, and we're going to do this very, very slowly as we blend it together. The key here is to use a very mild, delicate tasting extra virgin olive oil that won't overpower the flavor of the mayonnaise. We are using our organic extra virgin olive oil, which is the mildest of all of our olive oils. It works really great in this recipe. It has a very delicate, almost fruity flavor rather than that strong, peppery, pungent flavor that can come with some more robust oils. We're going to measure out about 3/4 a cup to 1 cup of olive oil. We're going to stick our immersion blender back down to the bottom so that it's touching the bottom. And as we blend, we're going to slowly pour in our olive oil, 1/4 cup at a time. So once you see that first pour of olive oil disappear, then it's time to add the next one. And you'll start to notice that this becomes very voluminous and airy as it starts to thicken up with the incorporation of the olive oil. Okay, so once you achieve the right consistency, which again should be pretty voluminous, then you can add in whatever seasonings you want, including salt. So here we're adding in some salt and some dried Italian herbs, as well as some minced garlic to give our mayonnaise a little bit of an Italian twist. We'll add in our minced garlic, and then we're gonna do about a tablespoon of dried Italian herbs. I'm going to eyeball this here because it's not super important that it's an exact measurement, and again, we're gonna taste it and season it as we go along. So you could also use fresh herbs here as well. And then we will do salt, kosher salt to taste. So we'll start with just a small pinch and see where that lands us. And we'll mix everything by hand because we don't want to really blend this anymore. We just want to add in the seasoning. So there you have it, homemade extra virgin olive oil mayonnaise. This mayo in particular with the Italian herbs and the tomato paste and garlic works really well on, you know, an Italian style sandwich, or you could even use it with roasted potatoes as sort of a dipping sauce. There you go. Easy as that. If you like this recipe, please check out our other extra virgin olive oil recipes that we have here, and make sure that you subscribe to Zucchi 1810. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.